All right. We've got 1 minute left before the PlayStation State of Play starts. I'm super excited. Thanks for joining me here. We got potential options as Japanese focus. Will we see Final Fantasy 16? Will we see something from Persona? Do we get a new Yakuza Like a Dragon from Sega? Is there something from Bandai Namco? Do we see PlayStation first party with the rumored Sly, Infamous? Do they take this chance to show us more God of War? Do they need to? And then with PlayStation Studios, who we don't know what they're working on, do they take this opportunity to show us anything? This is this is about 20 minutes. I don't want to say tight. This is about 20 minutes, it says, give or take, in the PlayStation blog. So there's not a lot of time to cover what potentially could be a lot of content. So I don't know what we're going to see, but I'm excited for you guys to join me on this journey as we take a peek into PlayStation and what they've got coming for us over hopefully the next few months. I'm excited. See you guys on the other side. All right, it's going. Oh, am I not getting audio? Oh, whoops. Let's turn the audio up. There we go. I got audio now. Thanks, guys.
Hello, viewers. I am Ivy the android. I'd like to share today's dinosaur forecast. A dinosaur outbreak.
Is this Dino Crisis?
Residents in the affected area have been evacuated.
Oh.
And a team of exo fighters has been dispatched.
Dead Space? No, this isn't Dead Space.
A vortex warning has been issued. Please remain indoors.
Is this Dino Crisis with Capcom? I don't know who this is. What the hell? It's Dino Crisis! They're bringing back Dino Crisis! Holy crap! It is Capcom! Wow.
You've been living planning to chief directors for 2 years.
All I wanted was to be IBS's top pilot.
IBS's
Oh my
latest dinosaur
God.
forecasts and exosuit technology were able to keep human casualties to zero.
Now, Dino Crisis, if you're not familiar, this was like more of a Resident Evil clone, and it looks like they're taking a completely different... This almost looks like Dino Crisis Anthemized, with the more, like, with the mech suits and everything. Wow. Huh.
Meanwhile, IBS continues to recruit candidates to become new exo-fighters. Humanity's greatest hope.
Wow. Oh, thanks, Cozy. I do appreciate that. Oh, yes. I didn't host it. Thank you so much. I completely forgot about that. Wow. No, it's not Dino Crisis. Exoprimal. Weird.
Another exo-fighter recruit, right? Welcome to IBS.
Why wouldn't they use the name Dino Crisis?
State of Play returns with more announcements and updates
Weird.
for your favorite games. We just saw the debut of Exo Primal, a brand new IP from Capcom.
Like,
It's PS4 and PS5 next year.
it looks super different than what Dino
Next
Crisis
up,
was, so I
some
get
eye-popping updates
maybe...
for some fan favorites
Oh,
launching
Ghostwire. Yeah, Ghostwire's coming right up. That's a good call. And you know, it's a PlayStation State of Play, so they have to show Bethesda stuff while they have it. Huh. I don't know. What's your guys' interest in Ghostwire Tokyo? I know people are higher on this than they were. This is less of a horror game and more of an action game. All right. This definitely looks interesting. We've seen a lot of this though, and I'm actually surprised they're covering this here because they just had like, I want to say 3 weeks ago, a bit of a showcase just for the game. It wasn't a state of play, but it had like a, like definitely like a lowdown that got people excited. But it is potentially the last Bethesda game that's coming to PlayStation, so, and it's soon, so I get it. They want to make sure it sells, and Deathloop did really well, so they want to make sure they're capitalizing on that. And this is the new Final Fantasy, which I didn't even think about. I think the Final Fantasy Origins? Is that what it's called? I'm trying to remember the name of this one. I'm not particularly excited. The Chaos one. Stranger of Paradise. There we go. With it being very Souls focused. Not my type of jam. They kept that short. That was interesting.
Later today,
Okay.
visit PlayStation Store to download a new demo for Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin.
I would have much rather
Jump into the world of
more
Forspoken,
Forspoken.
some all-new
Interesting.
gameplay.
This just got delayed. This was supposed to be out in April. And they just dropped a delay on it, I think, till November.
Yeah, and everything here
So,
wants to kill you.
odd timing here. Oh, I like the music already. Huh. Like, it looks super pretty. I'm curious how it plays. That's pretty cool. I like the surfing. All right, all right.
Let's finish this.
Huh. So I think the song's rad. I think the game's rad. I wouldn't have shown it here, especially considering they just announced the delay. I probably would have held it a little bit longer. But it looks cool. Oh, well, it's now got the new date on it, so okay. October
That was
11th.
a new look at the sprawling PS5 adventure Forspoken from Luminous
A
Productions.
few days after my birthday. Maybe that has to be a birthday
Let's
present
check out
this year.
some 6v6 action in Gundam Evolution, a fast-paced
Oh.
multiplayer shooter coming to PS4 and PS5 later this year.
Is this the chibi-looking one? I can't remember. I think I do remember seeing a Gundam game before. No, not quite chibi. So yeah, so it's a 3 versus 3 Gundam game or 6 versus 6? This is, once again, isn't for me, but some people are really going to like this. I think this is going to be a niche. Yeah, this is for the most part online. It'll have a small dedicated audience, but this is never going to be a huge title, I don't think, unless it's like super great. And I just don't know that yet. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Like, It doesn't do much for me. Yeah, I'm not super excited for that. I'm curious who the audience who's going to be. Oh, a collection. Which games? Best Turtles in Time. Turtles Arcade. This looks like a full collection. Oh, and it's got Tournament Fighters, the best one. The arcade game, okay. Turtles in Time. More Tournament Fighters. Oh. Because there's multiple versions of these. It doesn't say what console they're from that they're going to be on. So they could have multiple versions. It looks pretty complete though. Cool. It's another Konami and Nickelodeon working together to bring that to us. Okay. I don't know what this is. So I gotta be honest, not much here for me so far. I'm curious to see if we get a little more that speaks to me. I'm hoping so. Thanks for everybody who's watching, by the way. I do appreciate you guys chilling out with me. Gigabash. Kind of looks cool. Once again, nothing like that's blowing my socks off at the moment. That could be dumb fun. That screams PS Plus game down the line.
Fighting game makes a beautiful and bizarre return.
Don't forget as well, if you oh, it's got to be PS4 Arena then, right? Fan favorite fighting game. No, it's not Persona. Yeah, it is Persona 4 Arena. Yep. Nope, never mind. I was right the first time. No, it's not. What were the butterflies for it? Okay, so this is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I remember people really liking this when it came out as a fighting game. Those butterflies made me think Persona, but the art style didn't match. So, interesting. The art looks cool. I know nothing about the anime, but I remember reading about how people did like this game quite a bit. So, by the way, if so, yeah, JoJo's R. So that's the remake, All-Star Battle, Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. Okay, looks cool. I don't 50 playable characters. That's a great roster. Early fall. I'd be curious to see more on it. 100%.
Our next two games will take you beyond life and death.
Huh. By the way, if you're watching and enjoying this, please don't forget to drop a follow. I'd love for that. Trying to get my subscriber count to over 40, so that would be really, really... This looks cool. It's just another samurai game, Trek to Yomi. Very much feels like Ghosts of Tsushima in a lot of ways. But the art style is really cool. Wow. The 2D art works really well. I wonder who's developing this. All right. Trek to Yumi. It looks gorgeous. Very cool. I don't know these people, but it looks like it has some legit actors in it, which is always cool. Especially for a more 2D game, you don't really see that. Normally you see that in the 3D ones. It's a Devolver Digital. That makes a lot of sense. So Devolver's producing it. That looked cool. Okay, PlayStation Studios.
Trapped in an endless cycle.
Oh, Returnal DLC.
Dying. Returning.
Okay.
Always the same.
I still haven't played Returnal yet. I know people
Always
loved it.
changing.
Wasn't necessarily my jam. I should give it a try at some point. I'm just waiting for a good discount before I give it a shot.
Not anymore.
Oh, they're adding co-op. Interesting. I wonder how that changes the game.
Now I stand before the endless tower.
Huh.
I climb as Sisyphus did, pushing the boulder upward. No matter how high I climb, the challenge begins again.
Super cool.
But I fight on, through the infinite. Seeking answers.
Is there more story to this as well? Is it more than just co-op? Maybe that tower's new. Like I said, not familiar with the game.
My release is within this tower. And
But
I
with the
will
focus on
find
it, I have to figure it's extra level plus co-op. Returnal. Do we get subtitle? Ascension. Okay, that was why there was an A. Update 3.0. Oh, so it might be not paid.
Housemarque is bringing campaign co-op and a mysterious new survival mode to Returnal Ascension. A free
Yeah,
update hitting
free
this
update.
March.
Nice. Okay, well that's awesome for people who love Returnal.
It's almost time to sign off, but before we do, let's get a first look at 2 brand new games coming from Square Enix.
Okay, 2 brand new games. What's this first one?
Is this really what you want?
And you are certain that what we are doing is best for the people of the kingdom?
Yes,
So no Persona.
I suppose it would, in a sense. True.
I don't know what this is. Like,
It made me wonder. Am
Well-
I still that same person?
if it's not brand new games, then it's not 16.
The era of myths gives way to an era of great turmoil. The continent was ravaged by the devastating war between the Empire and the Alliance. However,
I don't
one
know.
nation
Ogre
remained
battle?
unaffected by the chaos. The kingdom of Alatane, ward of the August, looked destined to have its soil.
This
stained
feels like
with
some
the
sort of
blood
strategy
battle.
RPG.
We've finally been called up.
We're up against the Empire's main army.
We are to eradicate every last Imperial who comes ashore. Keep focused.
Come on, everyone!
And now you will
Yeah, it definitely has a strategy feel
Do
to
you
it.
really have such a yearning for war? I can't comprehend it.
Is this the new Final Fantasy Tactics? After Project Triangle Strategy so quickly?
What shall we do now?
We're going to retake it.
This is our chance while they're all assembled.
This
Send our
we
best and crush them.
haven't seen Final Fantasy Tactics, but this very much could
All the
be,
more reason to avoid bloodshed.
or anything Final Fantasy related in it. Well, that was like a summon.
It also likely means that we're
Huh.
in danger. I suppose it is the only way for us to survive.
What is this? No, the Dealfield Chronicles. So it's not Final Fantasy adjacent. It's coming this year. Feels very. I guess Tactics is a much more grid-based system, and that's where Project Triangle Strategy, or I guess it's just called Triangle Strategy now. All right, what do we got here from Square? This can't be 16 because they said it'd be 2 new ones. Doesn't look like Remake 2.
If the will to fight still lingers within you, then accept my offer.
Looks pretty. So it looks like it's an action RPG of some sort. So, oh, it's a Valkyrie game.
Ragnarok tears our world asunder. All we hold precious.
Wow.
Is on the brink of annihilation.
I didn't expect a Valkyrie game.
Become my tool of intervention and save this world from doom.
Huh. I played one of these on the PSP, I want to say. I never beat it, but I did like what I played. At least I'm assuming it's Valkyrie. We haven't seen a title. Yeah, Valkyrie Elysium. Okay. Cool. That's been a dormant franchise for a long time. I can't even remember the last time we saw one.
Remain undetected are lacking. Reveal yourself. Who are you?
She must
That's all
maybe
for
be
today.
from one of the
See you
original
soon with
Valkyrie
another
games.
State of Play.
Interesting. Okay, well, honestly, well, let's wrap up here. So, State of Play looks like it's done now. I should have a scene that's just dedicated to my face. Give me a second here. So, all right. Well, we saw a bunch of things there. I didn't write down everything as we were going along there. The honest truth is, not much jumped out at me. The Valkyrie game looks very cool. I'm curious to see more about that. And they ended with that. And I think that was the right thing to end with. There's going to be a lot of people who just don't know what that series is, or what it was. But it definitely looks cool. I would love to give that a shot for, yeah, definitely very Square focused. We had the JoJo Bizarre Adventure All-Star R. We had Exo Crisis, or whatever they called that new Dino Crisis game. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Exo something. That was like fine. I think like a lot of this was fine. It spoke to a niche audience. And I'm typically that niche audience. And even me, I didn't get super excited about what I was seeing there. So, yeah, maybe next time we'll have a little more depth. I would have liked to see a little more from PlayStation Studios. I think it was really dry in terms of what was there. I mean, we had that Returnal DLC update, and it's not even DLC, free update. So people are going to enjoy that, especially if you're just, you love Returnal. I think co-op could bring people in, and having a new tower to go through, especially if there's some additional trophies, that can make people very excited. But yeah, just not a whole lot here for 20 minutes worth. I don't know. I've typically been a big defender of the State of Plays, and I don't think this one was great. So, but yeah, that being said, thank you for hanging out with me, talking with me as we discuss what's coming up, like what was going on here. I'm uploading this to YouTube, so yeah, give me your feedback. Let me know if you're working. If you are watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. I'm going to be trying to do more content like this going forward, as well as please check out my Twitch at _NMAC. So THE_NMAC. I should find a way to display it on the screen. That seems like something smart I should do. I bet I can do that if I do this. Does that work? No, it doesn't apparently, but if I do it here, yeah, there it is. So, except it just says streamer in my name. I should actually change that so that it says what it should. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, let me know your comments. What were you excited about? What worked for you? Did this not work? What do we need to do different with these State of Plays? I'd love to hear back from you. All right. Thank you. And everybody have a great day.